Hey guys, it's Ricky. The title of this video is Being Honest because I wanted to be honest about my life and how I've been doing. And the truth is, I'm very burnt out at the moment and struggling with my depression more than normal. Um, It's May. I have like 2 weeks left of school. My classes have ended. It's just finals and final projects now, and I can't even will myself to do them. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to do anything. I don't know. The only thing that's been making me happy is movies or books that I already know I love and rewatching those. So, for example, I've been really into The Hunger Games lately because I reread the whole franchise to prepare for the new book, which I haven't gotten to yet. Right now, I'm on Sunrise on the Reaping, which is so good. I never read it, but I saw the movies and I'm halfway through now, and wow. And I mean, the original trilogy is so beyond amazing. Um, so that really has kept me like grounded. Like on days when I don't feel like doing anything, I just open up a book I love, or I put on a movie I love. I've rewatched Titanic. There's my Titanic poster. I rewatched Rebel Without a Cause. I watched You season 5. But what's important about this is it's nothing new. I mean, the newest thing was You season 5 because that was a new season, but I already knew I liked that show based on 4 seasons. So I'm not like engaging myself in any new type of media. I'm just re-engaging in stuff I already know I love, and that's been really keeping me like grounded and focused. And like when I'm struggling to get out of bed, I'm like, you know what? I'll read a couple chapters today, or I'll rewatch one of my favorite movies, and it's been really helping me. Um, yeah, I only ate one meal today, and that was not really by choice. I woke up late. Um, did I wake up late? I don't even remember. Yeah, I woke up late, so I just had time to go to my class, and then I quickly got food, and then I was reading in the library for like an hour, and then I had my other class, and then I wasn't really hungry, so I came back to the dorm, and I was just reading for hours, and then the dining hall closes at 9 on weekends, and a friend texted me at 7 and said, "Hey, come to the dining hall with us." But I wasn't really in a social mood, and um, one of the girls in that group has been really mean lately. So I didn't really want to go with them and eat with them. So I didn't go, and then it would be weird if I went after that by myself because they'd probably see me there. So I didn't eat. So now I'm kind of hungry, but it's fine. What else? What else can I be honest about? Um, I don't know. I have been very down lately. It's been a very, very challenging year for me academically. Like the academic year, but not like academics, like just my life. And I just feel like I've been running so long, like my freshman year of college, like I just feel like I've been running and running and running. And I just want to stop and collapse into someone's arms and just have them hold me up and say, it's okay, you can stop running now. But I still have finals and stuff to do, so I can't stop running. Um, I I don't know. One good thing is I finally learned how to like compartmentalize. I never understood how my mom did it. Like me and my mom would get into a big fight, and then I wouldn't be able to focus on anything or do anything besides think about how upset I was about the fight. Like I couldn't do chores, I couldn't go to school, like I couldn't do anything because my mind was on loop thinking about this fight. And she was able to do everything she needed to do. She would be washing dishes, she would be like doing whatever, and the fight really did not affect her mood. And I was like, damn, I'll never be like that. Like I just can't stop myself from feeling emotions fully and letting it take over. And this year at college, when I actually had to fend for myself and be on my own, um, I learned how to wake up miserable, get out of bed, go about your day miserably, see friends, put on a little act like you're not miserable, leave the friends, go to bed miserable. I learned how to do it, which is so depressing, but also like kind of good. Like it's a necessary lesson for life. Ideally, I want to be feeling so miserable all the time, but um, that's just how I've been feeling lately. So I've been really trying to just like be kind to people and be loving, and like I'm in this English class, and every class people have to submit their stuff for critique, and then the class just like raises their hands and says everything they hate about it, about this piece that these people have written. And the teacher's like, okay, guys, what could we improve? Like, what do you really not like about this piece? Like, what could be built upon it? And it's so mean, and you can tell that everyone who's submitting their pieces like hates it, but then it doesn't stop everyone. Like, everyone still is mean, and then someone will seem really upset when everyone's critiquing their stuff, and then the next day be critiquing someone else's stuff with the same harshness. And so I've devoted myself to complimenting everyone's stuff, no matter what it is. There's always something I can find to compliment, and I can always see the relief in people's faces when I compliment their piece and then I stop talking, because people always say a little compliment and then say but, and then they go into something they hate. Like, oh, I really love the structure of this, but I feel like it fell flat in this regard, and like there's always a but. There's always another shoe that's gonna drop when with compliments in that class, and I just love giving a compliment about someone's work, and then I'm done. And then I say, and I just really loved it. And that's it. And specifically, the other day, this girl presented this piece about an abusive relationship and how it's hard to walk away. And I feel like it could have easily been kind of trauma dumpy and like a journal entry and just like not art, but she made it so artistic, and it read like a poem, but it wasn't a poem, and it just felt so beautiful to me. And I thought the class would really love it because it was beautiful. And people started raising their hands, and they were so mean about it. And it was all like criticism, so it's like they weren't just being mean for the sake of being mean, but I just could tell the girl put her heart into it. And then people, it just made me really sad. And when she wrote about the abusive relationship, she didn't name the ex-boyfriend character or anything. There were very few details about him. And the professor said, I feel like this piece could have benefited from more context there. Maybe we would see a fight between them and he has a name or something. And so I raised my hand when he asked for critiques on her work. I raised my hand and he called on me. And I said, I turned around and I faced her, and she had tears in her eyes, guys. Like, her eyes were tearing up, and I could see them. I was very close to her, and I could see the tears in her eyes. And I said, I just loved it. I thought it was perfect. I love how it read like a poem. It was so beautiful, but it's like not a poem, but I don't even know how to word it, but obviously you know how to word it because you wrote it and you know what I'm talking about. And she kind of nodded. And I said, I just love it. And it felt so meaningful and powerful. And then I turned to the teacher and I said, and I understand why the ex-boyfriend character didn't have a name, because like for me personally, if I've ever been journaling about a situation I'm really hurt about, you don't even want to write that name on paper and give them power over you. And it's not a love story. He doesn't need a name. It's about her healing process, the character's healing process. So I just feel like that doesn't really fit in the piece. So like defending the girl, and she spoke up and she said, yeah, that's how I felt about it. That's why I didn't give the character a name. That's how I felt about it. It wasn't really about him. And you could tell the teacher still didn't understand what we were saying. And then more critiques came, and people were still rude about it. Um, and then after class, she was in the hallway, and I walked up to her, and I was really anxious about it because I wanted to say something about the piece again, like outside of class, but my social anxiety was just getting to me, and I was like, no, like that's kind of weird. Like she has a AirPod in, like she's set, and I felt all those thoughts like taking over my brain, and I just silenced them, and I just walked up and started talking to her before I could even like let myself get in my head too much about it, which is my personal strategy for dealing with social anxiety. When your brain starts telling you not to do the stuff and giving you all the reasons, do the thing really quick before you can even make the list of reasons not to do the thing. Just do the thing that's stressing you out, and then gauge if it was worth stressing them out in the first place when it's all over. Anyway, I walked up to her after class and I said, I really did love your piece. I thought it was so beautiful. And she was like, I know, but everyone had so much to say about it. And I was like, no, like, I know they're so mean in that class, but I got it. I understood. I'm sorry that they were mean. I don't even know. That's what I hate about this class. Like, I was trying to avoid the critique too, but he forced me to do it. And I just hate that part of this class. And we just had this, like, great conversation after class. Um, and I just kept thinking of things to compliment about her work. Um, and then she had to go. Like our paths went separate ways. And she's like, we should talk more next class. And it's like the last class of the year. But she was really nice about it. And I don't know. I felt so bad. I don't know why everyone is so mean and why everyone is so okay with being mean. Not just about this class, like other stuff too. Like, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't know. I don't know. That's my video for today. Um, yeah, that's all. Have a nice weekend.